Hello, I'm Archie Luxury and welcome to the program Fuckers. And today I'd like to introduce Archieluxury'S guide to collecting watches. And this is a guide I'm putting together for all the viewers out there. It's just some advice. You don't have to follow my advice, but I would like to give you the benefit of my 20 years of collecting, hoarding, caressing, molesting watches. Okay, fuckers, let's begin there. Now, the thing I would like to say is that, firstly, I reckon it's better to have quality over quantity. That's right. It's not like the Archie Luxury channel where I just turn shit out at a never-ending pace. Collecting watches, instead of having mediocre dog shit, mid-level crap, you're much better off to have fewer but more high quality pieces. The next thing is, okay, so quality is more important than quantity. Okay, fuckers, that's a pretty obvious one. The next thing is that you want to have some sort of balance. And what I mean by that is, you don't necessarily want all Submariners, all dive watches. You don't necessarily want all one genre. And I know some people who collect, variations of Submariners. Sure, that can work for you, but generally speaking, I think it's nice to have some balance. So you might have a GMT function watch. Now that could be a Rolex Explorer 2, Rolex GMT Master. It could be a Jaeger-LeCoultre Reverso Duo. It forms the basis of a dual time zone sort of piece. You could have a dive watch. You could have a casual, smart steel casual stunner. You could also have a dress watch. So you want some balance. You don't want too much of one genre. Okay, what else do I find useful? And this here is highly debatable, but I'm going to say it. You might want to have some rules. Now, let me explain. Now, I know rules suck, but hear me out, fuckers. One rule could be all white metals. So that could be steel, white gold, or platinum. Another rule could be you only have a collection where one brand per watch. So you don't have two Rolexes. You don't have just one brand dominating the whole collection. So that's a really interesting thing to have there. So that's another thing you might want to consider. Some rules. And fuckers. And now the next thing is I'd like to say there with it is that don't follow the trend. We're not sheep. It's much better. See, a lot of people, what they do is you look at their collections, okay? They get a really nice watch, like a Submariner or a GMT, and then they think, hey, the collecting bug hits them. They don't have the financial means to keep it going, so they start buying filler, fuckers, seafood extender. And what happens is, fuckers, is that they buy these filler, and they add to their collection. And before you know it, they got dog shit throughout the collection. It's all filler based. And I'm not trying to say that this is a bad way, but a lot of people, they just want to do it instantly. They want the instant collect. Well, it doesn't come instantly. You're much better off. You got a Rolex? Well, add something. You got a Rolex Submariner? Well, add a GMT. to complement it. Add an Omega Speedmaster man on the moon as your chronograph. You know, you've got to take your time. There is no rush. It's not like sex in a cheap brothel. It's not like sex in a cheap brothel where you got to finish quickly, otherwise you go into overtime. And this is a basic premise. And finally, don't be scared of consolidating down the track to lesser pieces. For example, you might want to sell some of the heavy-hitting, expensive pieces off to get a really amazing Holy Grail piece, like a Lange 1 or a Patek Calatrava. It's worth considering. And again, do the sums. Don't just walk into it blindfolded. I was talking to a fan the other day who was going to do this big swap with a dealer in America. And I said to him, I said, hey, hang on a minute, this isn't that great a deal. You're wholesaling these off and you're buying a Grail which isn't so wanted. It's the smaller version. I said to him, I told him this, I said, hey, just be aware of this. And he couldn't see the wood for the trees. You know, it's one of these things. So that's a guide. Archieluxury's guide to collecting luxury wristwatches. I hope it helps. I hope it helps. Tell me what you nasty, vicious, foul-mouthed fuckers think of that. Nice one, Arch. Good to see you making quality content, big boy. Quality content, fuckers.
We specialize here in pre-owned Rolex watches. Rolex watch is a very special timepiece, and we always do the servicing exactly as factory specifications. We buy a pre-owned piece and we put it into brand new condition. We have Rolex certified technicians working on that. We completely disassemble the piece, we adjust and polish and change every single part of the watch.
You have to have certified watchmakers that know what they're doing. If you have an expensive car, you're just not going to bring it to any mechanic that doesn't know what they're doing.
You spend $5,000, it's like if you put money in the safe deposit box. And 1 or 2 years from now, you will keep having your $5,000. We have to spend a lot of money to get all this equipment together, but makes me feel I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. It's not a question of money, it's my passion.
Jewelers on time, simply the best.